request you all to be kindly seated. Now I request our esteemed dignitaries and honorable guests to raise and join together for national anthem. Thank you all. I request you all to be kindly seated. To begin with, I request His Excellency Professor Lokanath M.K., Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysuru, to declare the graduation meet open. Sir, lighting a lamp is a very symbolic act. It means that you are about to enter a new chapter in your life and that you are ready to move forward. Let's pray the Almighty to lead us in the right direction and wisdom. I request also Mrs. Aarti Suresh, Mrs. Smita Suresh and Mrs. Yashoda Subaya to join their guests to light the lamp. Thank you all for your humble gesture. To begin the ceremony, I request Dr. Suresh Kattera, Direct Aspire, to deliver the welcome speech.
Good evening. Dignitaries on the dais, His Excellency Professor Lokanath, Vice Chancellor, University of Mysuru, Honorable Professor K.S. Rangappa, Distinguished Professor, University of Mysuru, dignitaries of the dais, My dear students, parents, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend a very warm welcome on behalf of Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology. We call it in short ASPIA, where we offer MSc 2 years program in clinical embryology and pre-implantation genetics. Today we are celebrating the 6th graduation day event, and it's very special for two reasons. One of the reasons is that we started this course in 2016 when Professor Rangappa was the then Vice Chancellor. And I had promised to him actually, we'll put Asia in the world map. And during the next few years, Professor Loknath, who then was the director of PMEB, saw us growing from strength to strength. And today I am proud to say that we have 100% employment for our students. And as per suggestions from the university, we have put admission requirements for students with academic qualifications, entrance test, and then counseling, which was not there during the beginning 2 years. Now, as we are today is known everywhere, we have facilities where we have large classrooms with audiovisual facilities. We have separate laboratories for andrology work, embryology, micromanipulations, with several microscopes, laminar flow workstations, and micromanipulators to develop the skills for our students. And to see what happens in the IVF center, we have set up in the same building an IVF center called Mysuru Fertility Center, where we have a state-of-the-art equipment. In this picture, you can see the facilities where our students are engaged in developing the skills in the andrology, embryology, and micromanipulation laboratories. In the next slide, you can see some of these facilities of the Mysuru Fertility Center and more pictures. We have brought in cutting edge and latest technology so that our students are keeping abreast compared to everyone else. And in the next couple of slides, you can see how we look into defects in the spermatozoa and then how we can monitor in the next slide. Embryos. You can sit anywhere in the world, monitor embryos. This is something very new and then first time in Karnataka. Next slide, please. And in addition to all these academic activities, this year we have set up recreation area and sports activities for our students. You can see in these pictures these facilities. And in the next picture, you can see some of our seniors as well as juniors in action, and then receiving medals and all that. This has a what we say work-life balance. And the next slide, please. And during the last 6 years, since the time you gave us permission to start this course, we have attracted students from all over India. Almost every state is represented, and we have students coming here from overseas. Now, ASPIA is a sought-after institute to learn clinical embryology. Not only that, it's a sought-after institute for leading IVF chains to recruit students. I'm pleased to say, this year we are the only institute of the several institutes all over India where they came and recruited our students. We are preferred because we are known to develop skills to our students. And as you know, we have been recognized as a research center by the University of Mysuru. And as of today, we have 100% placement for all the previous batches. And this graduating batch, so 75% of them have already got a job offer, and some have interview offers, and some are still trying. And all this wouldn't be possible, without the support from the University of Mysuru, from all the various departments, and some of the professors are here who are in the BOS and the BOI Board of Studies and Board of Examiners, who have always been encouraging, supporting, and guiding us, and our teaching and non-teaching staff, and finally our alumni. And I understand when our students, compared to other students who are graduating from other institutes, they are validated faster than everyone else. So today we are known everywhere in such a short time. We have tried to put Aspire in a world map. And with this, I would like to present the report. And we have also conducted other activities. Back in 2020, we participated in the Indian National Science Congress, where Professor Rangappa was the president when he hosted it in Bangalore. We have invited faculties from overseas, and we also conducted online webinars for our students. And with this, I would like to again extend a very warm welcome to all our guests and dignitaries, and I wish you all the best to the graduating students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I call upon Deepak Subramanian, student representative, to speak a few words and share his experience in Aspire.
Good evening, honorable dignitaries, and a very warm welcome to everyone who have made their presence this evening on this special graduation day. This is Deepak Subramanian, who is going to share my experience that I have gotten in Aspire. First and foremost, I would like to thank Aspire from the bottom of my heart for making my embryologist dream come true. I came here as a girl, and now Aspire has made me a flowering bloom in the field of embryology. The adequate hands-on training in practical skills has given me an experience to meet my future endeavors successfully as an embryologist, and the syllabus is well structured by the board of faculty members, such that A to Z theoretical aspects are thoroughly covered. Aspire has taught me how to constantly focus to achieve better results, and how to overcome from the technical problems. Here, I have also learned some meaningful life lessons which I haven't learned so far. Hadn't I come to Aspire, I wouldn't have this chance to get a valuable experience. I owe my thanks to Aspire for that. Besides, it's because of Aspire's hard work and our alumni's knowledge, Aspire has become the most sought after institute for recruiting embryologists from the India's top leading corporate IVF clinics. It's only because our embryologists, our senior embryologists have gone there and shown their expertise in the field. And finally, I would extend my gratitude to all the staffs of Aspire who has given me the support for this smooth learning experience. Last but not the least, my best wishes to my fellow dear classmates to achieve a degree of success as an embryologist in their working place and make Aspire proud. Thank you, and I yield.
Thank you, Deepak, for sharing your wonderful experience in Aspire. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The future belongs to those who believe in every successful step they take towards their dream. Speaking of which, the most awaited moment of today's evening, the award ceremony. I feel as students are all geared up to receive the certificates and showcase their achievement. It would be an honor if both our dignitaries help us to give away the certificates. I request His Excellency Professor Lokanath NK to please come forward and hand over the certificates, and here are our graduates. So here are our graduating students. Agnihotri Palak Agnidat, Ahmad, Aishwarya, Alina, Vegan Srinath, Devashri Tapas Kumar, Srini, Vidyashri, Rameshri, Deepak S, Dhruvi, Divyanshu Yadav, Shravyashri, Yashika Sunil, Amjad Aketi, Harita R, Dev Nikita, Kavya S, Kirtana D. Krishna Priya. Kumar Saurav. Lavanya S. Mridul. Muskan Arora. Nikhil Irani. Nikita Yadav. Anju Suresh. Nishan Yadav. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor K.S. Rangappa to please come forward and hand over the certificates. Nitin Gautam. Oshin Suresh. Prithvi Yadav. Priyadarshini C. Rachita B. Ganesh. Vikas Kumar. Rushali. Samiksha Sudhe. Shakshi Dayanand Shetty. Sakshi Yadav. Sama Ahmed. Jyoti Vivek Kumar. Sana Jasmine. Shanika, Sri Lakshmi, Shreya Ashrekar, Shweta Ratnawat, Kevin, Soumya Ranjan, Sri Lakshmi, Sri Shakti Yagini, Surendra Kumar, Swati Priya, Swati Srinivasan, Kshitija Vidyadharveena, Torres Sachi Adul, Vanessa, Vatsala Raj, Vidyashri, Vishwas Ji. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Angel Saini, lecturer in Aspire and chief embryologist in Mysuru Fertility Center, to give a background about Robert Edward Academic Excellence Gold Medal given by the Institute. She is a double gold medalist, having won in graduation and post-graduation.
Thank you, Ms. Pratima, for your kind introduction. Good evening, honorable dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Before I call upon the recipient of Robert Edwards Academic Excellence Gold Medal 2022 to receive the award, I would like to talk briefly about the background of this award. For many people, having children occupies a central place in their lives, but not everyone can have children in a natural way. Sir Robert Edwards saw a solution to this. He, along with Patrick Steptoe, successfully pioneered conception through IVF, which led to the birth of first test tube baby Louis Brown in 1978. He is also known as father of IVF and he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2010. The smiles on the face of millions of people are proof enough of the importance of invention of IVF. On April 10, 2013, he passed away, and I understand Suresh sir's daughter, Samiksha Katera, wrote a tribute on his sad demise, which was eventually shared with their family. It goes like this. It was a beautiful feeling, cradled in his hands, a tender being, the first test tube baby, Louis Brown, a savior, a hero, a superman. To the infertile couples, a gifted miracle, a smile from a frown. Robert G. Edwards, an ambitious man he was, created a gift of life, and for that, the Nobel Prize he won. Although the end has arrived, his unfortunate death on one April day, but no matter dead or alive, his spirit still lingers on. Samiksha was just 12 when she wrote this poem. In the memory of Sir Robert Edwards, Aspire has instituted gold medal for the toppers of MSc in his name. With this, I would now like to call upon the recipient of Robert Edwards Academic Excellence Gold Medal 2022 to please come on stage and receive the award from the dignitaries. Miss Sandhya KK. Let's give her a big hand. Thank you, sir. I now request Sandhya to come and say a few words.
Good evening to the esteemed dignitaries on the dais, teachers, parents, students, and everyone assembled here. Being part of Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology was truly an enriching experience, and I consider myself very fortunate for having been part of ASPIRE. My decision to choose ASPIRE to pursue my master's in embryology was due to the fact that ASPIRE was the only institute which clubbed clinical embryology with pre-implantation genetics. And also, ASPIRE, I also consider myself fortunate because I was able to be part of ASPIRE and receive a consolidated theory background and hands-on training in clinical embryology through the exquisitely crafted syllabus spread across 4 semesters, providing a comprehensive understanding of the subject, which in turn significantly assisted with the troubleshooting aspect in the laboratory, which I believe is monumental in building assertiveness. First and foremost, I am eternally grateful to the Almighty for having kept me in the best of health throughout the course duration. I extend my most sincere and deepest gratitude to Dr. Suresh Katera sir for the opportunity, explicit guidance, motivation, and the profound insights bestowed. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the staff of Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology and the faculty for the support and guidance. Last but not the least, no words of appreciation can sum up the gratitude that I owe to my lovely family for the unconditional affection, support, sacrifices, undivided attention, and most of all who believed in me and stood by me through thick and thin. I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduating students and wish them every success. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandhya. Over to Pratima.
Thank you, Anshul, and congratulations, Sandhya. Moving on, I request Professor M.Y. Srinivas, HOD, Department of Studies in Microbiology, to introduce Professor K.S. Rangappa to the gathering.
A very good evening to all, respected dignitaries and the labs, and ladies and gentlemen, and of course, students who are graduating today. Well, indeed, it's my pleasure to introduce our former Vice Chancellor, Professor K.S. Rangappa. So, before taking introduction, you might have seen many series where during the schooling they'll be excellent, and once they join government services like universities, they'll be good. But after retirement, they'll be happy. And these are the many kinds of CVs. But today, the CV what I got to introduce, a person with a big heart and always a big smile on his face. During his schooling and graduation and post-graduation, he was good. Once he entered into the university as an assistant professor, then professor, he was very good. Then, moving on to the responsibilities like Vice Chancellor, he was excellent. After retirement, he is an extraordinary. Well, I would like to justify this. This is not my opinion. This is his CV. The bio sketch, I would like to inform to all of you, a role model would be something like this. Well, currently, next back slide. First slide. First slide. No. Yeah. Professor Rangappa sir, currently a distinguished professor of our University of Mysuru, and also a distinguished professor from the Indian Science Congress, and ambassador to the Hokkaido University, Japan. During his research, he has an excellent track record where he has visited many countries as a postdoctoral student and a visiting scholar, and a big list of countries comes over there. And his visiting has generated almost 300 national and international collaborators to the University of Mysuru. He has generated a huge fund to the University of Mysuru. His research, mainly in the medicinal chemistry, his students, and of course, he is actively involved in the research, in generating or producing small molecules which are very effective to treat the different types of cancers. And it's not just a theory or published papers. Some of the beautiful compounds are excellent compounds which are already in the market to treat different types of cancers. As of today, he has a library of 7,000 molecules in his credit, which are of different significant therapeutic agents, which may be screened for many different purposes. And his work was recognized and being patented. As far as my knowledge, he has around 10 patents, national and international patents, which are being awarded in USA, Europe, and India too. Until today, he has guided 61 research students. As far as my knowledge is concerned, all 61 students are very well placed throughout the world. And this credit goes to K.S. Rangappa sir in our university. Because taking research students is not just giving PhD. We need to see their placements too. And he is one such man who looks always that. In recognition of his research, he has been given many awards. To list a few, like Professor Y.T. Tatachari Prestigious Research Award for Science in 2007, Sir C.V. Raman Young Scientist Award in 2006, Chemical Research Society of India, a bronze medal, prestigious Dr. Rajaramana Award, Global E-Learning Award, Kempegoda International Award for the contribution in the field of education and a Lifetime Achievement Award. And after his retirement, it clearly shows that in 2020, a Best Paper Award in Biochem conferred by the Elsevier, one of the major platforms for the research, being given in the Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology in 2022. In recognition of his research and awards, many researchers are always dreaming to get a designation, something like fellows, and he has many fellows into his credits. Like Fellow of National Academy of Sciences, he is an elected Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry, that is in London, Fellow of Biotech Research Society of India, Fellow of Indian Science Congress, that is in India, Fellow of National and Environmental Medicine, Fellow of Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, Fellow of the World Academy of Sciences. With this, a tedious research work, is also an excellent administrator who is well known to everybody in the Mysuru and of course all over the world. He served as a Vice Chancellor of our university, University of Mysuru from 2013 to 2017, and Karnataka State Open University Vice Chancellor during 2009 to 2013. During his tenure as a Vice Chancellor in our university campus was blooming. And if you can visit our University of Mysuru, there are many steps or remnants you can see which he has left in our university. University of Mysuru hosted 103 Indian Science Congress and celebrated centenary year in 2016 under the great guidance of our Professor K.S.R. We lovingly call him K.S.R. For this Indian Science Congress, major dignitaries of our country India like President, Vice President and a Prime Minister of India took part in the celebration. What else we can expect in the university? A President, Vice President and a Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji visited our University of Mysuru to celebrate our centenaries. Not only politicians, 10 Nobel laureates and hundreds of foreign scientists also participated during centenary celebrations. So with this small introduction, I would like to thank Suresh Katayal sir for giving me an opportunity to introduce our beloved Professor K.S.R. sir. And this is first time I am introducing him actually. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Srinivas sir. Now I request Professor K.S. Rangappa, CASR Emeritus Scientist, Distinguished Professor, University of Mysuru, to come forward and address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. the esteemed Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of Mysuru, Lokanath, Dr. Suresh Katera, the Director of the Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology, parents, my dear colleagues, Srinivas and Satish, budding young graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen, media friends. It's indeed an honor for me to be here on this sixth graduation ceremony conducted by Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology. Dr. Katera has given you all the activities of the institute right from the inception. First of all, my hearty congratulations to all the graduates and the gold medalists, and I wish them a bright and prosperous life. You all know Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology is the only institute in the world, as Katera put it, that offers MS in clinical embryology and pre-implantation genetics together to develop strong foundation in the theoretical aspects and practical skill development in clinical embryology and pre-implantation genetics. I've been watching this institute right from the beginning. As an institute, part of the University of Mysuru has been doing a great job. It is recognized by the whole country as well as outside the country. And I wish them a great future in due course. On completion of this course, students will be able to perform routine embryology, embryology, manipulation of gametes and embryos, cryopreservation of gametes, embryo and ovarian tissue, and perform embryo biopsy. You know, an embryologist focuses on the creation of embryos outside the mother's womb with the help of sperm and eggs. Therefore, they play a very critical role in the lives of couples divide with naturally conceiving abilities. In a country like India, where a massive population has been facing issues like infertility, embryologists are often considered as lifesavers for families and many couples. Infertility, though not a life-threatening, causes intense mental agony and trauma that can only be best described by infertile couples themselves. 2-3 days back, I was in the same hall to inaugurate the national conference on IVF. Many scientists were involved and expressed their views, including the stem cell therapy, which is the order of the day. But in India, however, it's not yet popularized. Probably I would rather suggest Dr. Suresh Katera to see that stem cell research and course and stem cell also should be taken care of in this institution in future. There are no detailed figures of the extent of infertility prevalent in India, but a multinational study carried out by the WHO, World Health Organization, that included India, places of the incidence of infertility to be around 17.5%. This means roughly one in six worldwide experience infertility, showing the urgent need to increase access to affordable, high quality fertility care for those in need. That's very important that we should take care of that. Out of population of 1,000 million Indians, approximately 30 to 19 million couples are likely to be infertile in India at any given time. Look at the scenario of the country. Prevention and appropriate treatment of infertility has been included in the International Conference on Population and Development Program of Action. It follows that prevention procedures of infertility should be included as a component of the primary health care system. Most types of infertility, such as reproductive tract infections and genital tuberculosis, are preventable and can be cured. About 8% of infertile couples, however, need serious medical intervention involving the use of advanced assisted reproductive technology, what is called ART. Assisted reproductive technologies, procedures such as an in vitro fertilization or intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Such advanced treatment is expensive and not easily affordable to the majority of Indians. You know the situation of Indians. Further, the successful practice of this ART, the assisted reproductive technologies, requires considerable technical expertise and expensive infrastructure. The success rate of any assisted reproductive technologies procedure is about 40% under the best circumstances. That's the present situation which one can think of. Infertility, especially in our country, has also far-reaching societal implications. Therefore, with the rapidly increasing use of assisted reproductive technologies in our country, it has become necessary to ensure their safety and have safeguards against their possible misuse. That's also equally important one should think of. The scientific societies around the world have drawn up guidelines for the safe and ethical practice of ART. The European Union and the governments of several countries, such as Australia, the UK, and the United States of America, have taken steps to accredit and supervise the performance of infertility clinics. The present guidelines are meant to ensure that assisted reproductive technologies clinics in India are accredited, regulated, and supervised to assure the patients as well as the public that our assisted reproductive technologies clinics offer services that are on par with those available anywhere in the world. So, medical malpractice now comes under the purview of the legal redressal machinery of the country. This makes it all the more necessary to have national guidelines for the practice of this assisted reproductive technologies. To mention the brief history of IVF in India, the world's first IVF, some students mentioned, the gold medalist mentioned, the world's first IVF baby Louis Brown was born on July 25, 1978 in the UK through the efforts of Robert Edwards and Dr. Patrick Stanford. The world's second and India's first IVF baby, Karupriya, that's everybody knows. Alain Durga was born 67 days after the later on October 378 through the efforts of Dr. Subhash Mukherjee and two of his colleagues in Kolkata. See, we should remember and make sure that when the gold medals are introduced in the name of Robert Edward, then I'm sure you must take care of Subhash Mukherjee's mention in this country. Therefore, Dr. Mukherjee and his colleagues published a short note on their about work in the journal of cryogenics. You will get all the information if you go to the published paper. That Mukherjee was the first person in the world to use the gonadotropins for ovarian stimulation prior to ovum pickup in IVF treatment cycle. And also he used the vaginal route for hot westing oocytes and freezing and thawing of human embryos before transferring them into the uterus that led to the successful birth of Durga. Of course, you must be knowing the details, although you know very well. I thought let me mention with the interest the investigation has been done by him. So India's first scientific documented, IVF baby, Harsha, was born on August 8, 1986 in Mumbai through the collaborative efforts of the ICMR's Institute of Research in Reproduction and the King Edward's Memorial Hospital, KEM. That was also taken up. The research was taken up by ICMR. The work was executed after being approved by the Scientific Advisory Committee of the ICMRs. Even now, the ICMR is very strong in this direction. The Institute for Research in Reproduction and Ethics Committee for Human Implementation of the KEM Hospital. So, full details of this and other studies in this area were published in the ICMR bulletin. I have gone to the ICMR bulletin to get this information, the latest, and the peer-reviewed journal, national and international journals. If you look at it, probably you should have a first-hand information what is going on in fertility and IVF today in the latest national and international journals and published papers. Then you will be well equipped. Your knowledge will be well equipped with that. Births of IVF babies were reported subsequently during the same year by two other clinics in India. There are around 1,500 and more IVF clinics in India today. Look at there was hardly one. Today, more than 1,500 IVF clinics in India today. That I'm sure the Asia Pacific, Institute of Embryology will definitely reach the higher attitude. So the science involving the IVF centers are multidisciplinary in nature and needs to be regulated. Therefore, one of the guidelines is that the people who assist the doctors in these IVF needs to have qualification at the level of post-graduation by going through the MSc degree in these areas. That is the reason why University of Mysuru has started this kind of unique program, courses at the University of Mysuru. Unless you are trained, unless you are taught by the experienced teachers in this line and in this area of research, you are not able to reach the target. Therefore, that I am sure this institute should make use of the opportunity and make sure that it should be available to each and everyone who lives in the villages also, who cannot afford. And you have only the urban people are enjoying the facilities of this, but you must reach the villages. And I'm sure Asia Pacific Institute of Intelligence will definitely reach the villages also. I'm sure that all of you, the postgraduate, shall replace the existing non-professional assistants. Those who are doing non-professional assistants should be replaced by you graduates. Okay, in these centers. When Professor Suresh came up to start MSc in clinical embryology and implantation in genetic, University of Mysuru understood the need of such program and absorb this as a specialized program of the University of Mysuru. Unless the university, gives this kind of courses to the public, who else can give this? Therefore, the University of Mysuru has come forward. I am sure the Honorable Vice Chancellor is here, and he is a well-recognized researcher, and I am sure he will support this kind of studies as well as the courses in future also. I am glad to see the sixth batch of students coming out of this center with flying colors, and I am really more happy to see the young graduates coming all over the country. And I was also informed that most of you are already have job offer in the head, and that's also one of the important points to be observed. And I wish you all the success to the center and also to the graduates of the University of Mysuru. It's a pride to the University of Mysuru. It's as well as the country public. So thank you, and I wish you all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Now I request Professor Satish S. to introduce His Excellency Professor Loknath N.K. to the gathering.
Good evening to one and all. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor N.K. Loknath sir, Dr. Suresh Kataria, Asia Pacific of Embryology Director, and our respected Professor Rankappa sir, former Vice Chancellor of University of Mysuru and KSOU. It is my pleasure to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Loknath. Recently, he assumed a charge as our 26th Vice Chancellor of University of Mysuru. He studied his basic education in Italy from 1 to 5th. He daily traveling 5 kilometers. That is what I heard yesterday. And for the high school, he daily traveling 9 kilometers from his village, Tita. And he nearly see our eminent Rashtrakavi Kuvenpu, and he called him as a Puttaja. That is what he told yesterday. After his basic education, he pursued his MSc PhD from University of Mysuru in the subject physics. Then research associate, the grant is from CSIR. That is also he completed his research associate in Department of Studies and Physics, University of Mysuru. Then moved to postdoctoral fellow from Samsung Biomedical Research Institute, South Korea, from 2000 to 2002. Then he appointed as a scientist in Harima Institute, Japan. He worked from 2002 to 2009. He has received many awards. I mentioned a few. There is Faculty Research Award by Career 360 India, Sir C.V. Raman Young Scientist State Award, Government of Canada. And right now he is also serving as a director, PMEP, and also a professor of physics, nodal officer for RUSA, NEP, Cosmos Project, University of Mysuru, Mysuru. And he is also heading coordinator for DSCS program, that is 180 lakhs, UGC SAT 2 for 80 lakhs, and CPEPA, UGC 400 lakhs. And he also a principal investigator for National Signal Crystal diffractometer facility that is from 80 lakhs, that is University of Mysuru, Mysuru. And he served as a director for College Development Council from 2021 to 22, and served as a chairman Department of Studies and Physics. He is a chairman, served as a chairman for BOE in Physics and MTech in Material Science, and he served as a visiting professor in 2018 South Korea. And his research, this thing, he has published more than 465 research articles in reputed journals with good impact factor. The HIDX is 27, and overall citations are 3,090. 2 patents are already filed, and 1,500 crystal structure data were deposited in CCTC, and 90 protein structures have been deposited to PDB, that is protein database, and he is a member of cultural committee for centenary celebration, and also a reception committee in the same centenary celebration this thing, and we conducted in Vista. And academic council member for University of Mysuru. She is Satya Sai Institute of Learning, Bangalore, JSS College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mysuru, and is adjudicated of PhD and also degree in various universities. And he is also a secretary for Gangotri Government High School, University of Mysuru campus and Mysuru. He is member of so many professional bodies, and his biodata is more. I received here itself, and this is for the why I am concentrating more on this research aspect, because it is not easy to publish more than 465 papers, especially in science. This is the information for the students, and also I thank the Suresh Kataria sir for giving me the opportunity to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ken Mulokna. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish sir. Now I request His Excellency Professor Lokanath MK, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mysuru, to come forward and deliver the graduation speech.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good evening to everyone. Respected Professor K.S. Rangappa, former Vice Chancellor of our University as well as KSOU, and CSI Emeritus Scientist and our distinguished professor, and Dr. Suresh Katera, Director, APIE, and my colleagues, all faculties, invitees, graduates, parents, and media friends. I am very happy to be here today to be present on this occasion of the graduation day of Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology. As you already know, graduation is a landmark day in the lives of the students as well as the faculty. I take this opportunity to convey my heartiest congratulations to all the graduates who really worked hard and dedication to obtain this degree. And also it is a proud moment for all of you, and also for teachers, guides, and the institute, faculty members, as well as parents. I hope that the knowledge you acquired in the field of IVF certainly will be transformed to the society. So, this institute was started in 2016 in the centenary year. Actually, this is one of the best programs introduced under the guidance of Professor K.S. Rangappa at that time. By 6 years, this Asia Pacific Institute of Embryology is already making a very big name in India as well as abroad. For that, I am very happy that the students are diverse here. So, from all the I hope the students who come from the other sides of the other parts of the India of the world Probably they enjoyed the Mysuru. So, and one more thing is, already Professor K.S. Ranga Professor has talked about much about your subject, but actually, in my opinion, this is what the new national education policy stressed on. So, new national education policy says that you should has to learn the information and technology and skill development. So that whole thing is there in this course. So because everybody talks about information, everybody talks about the technology, everybody talks about the skill development. So how to implement? This is the best example where you can use the IVF technology to help the society, particularly to the people who really wanted to have this IVF technology, IVF necessary. So therefore, in my opinion, these type of courses should be conducted more and more, so that the society will be getting more benefited. And very important thing in national education policy is the placement. So not only just education, so education is to all is fine, but placement. And I heard that from Professor Suresh Ekata that your placement is really good. There is almost 100%. So it is very important that each student, once he starts degree, so he should get an appointment. So that he should have to work on this. So the thing is, if you work on this, you can create. That's why we say that innovative ideas will come if you get a job. And also, we have recently recognized this center as research center also. So I hope at least few graduates should take up the research because every day technology changes. So what I am studying during my MS is different from the students that are studying today MS. And you are studying today, after 2 years, the students, their knowledge and their techniques are different, right? So therefore, it is always better to take a research career from some of you from your this batch, such a way that you can create or you can do better than what the present doing this IVF technology. And very important thing is you are playing with babies, you are playing with life. So you should be very careful. For that, I would take three things you should have to do. One is the honesty. So you have to make the patients or the parents to make them to learn this technique. So how to transform this? That's how you should educate them. The honesty should be there. The second thing is consistency in your technologies. That means technology changes every day. You have to learn every day. And the third thing is make this process should be simple. Don't make complicated to the people who really start for you because you tell gamers and everything, probably the parents will not know about those things. So make it very simple. So such a way that if you have this direct say that simple and then honesty and then consistency, definitely you will have a great future in your career as well as the new technologies of this. So on this occasion, I also congratulate Suresh Katira has made very good support to all the students on this. So therefore, I congratulated him again to this program he has taken up, and I hope the next year he will also take up the research activities such a way that the institute can be seen not only in India also in the world. So as Dr. Rangappa is here, he is a very good researcher. Because of his research, he knows, then people knows about it. Similarly, in future days, the Suresh Katila Institute should know that there is some research going on this embryology particularly. So you know that when it is embryology, because I am just little bit about biophysics, so stem cell research, this is one of the hot topic of research nowadays. So certainly, it will help the society much better. So I am not going to take much time for you. This is the time for you to enjoy the day. I know that. So the function is going longer. So therefore, I congratulate once again. I wish all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now it's time to thank our dignitaries for spending their valuable time with us and making this ceremony successful and memorable. I request Dr. Suresh Katera to please come forward and hand over the token of gratitude to His Excellency Professor Lokanath MK. And the token of gratitude to Professor K.S. Rangapasad. Thank you, sir. Feeling thankful and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. So I request Mrs. R.T. Ayappa, Administrator, Aspire, to thank you all for making this moment memorable.
Good evening, one and all. With heartfelt gratitude, I take this moment to thank all without whom this evening would not have been complete and glorious. A gratitude to His Excellency, Professor N.P. Loknath, Vice Chancellor, University of Mysore, for agreeing to come over this busy schedule and sharing his invaluable thoughts to all of us. Our sincere thanks to Professor K.S. Rangappa, Distinguished Professor, University of Mysore, for taking his time out and gracing this occasion. We look forward to your continued support and guidance, sir. I would also like to thank the various departments in the university who have directly and indirectly supported and helped us throughout the year. The Office of the Vice Chancellor and support staffs, the Office of the Registrar and support staff, Office of the Register Evaluation and supporting staffs, the PNEB department, Mr. K. Manjunath, Deputy Registrar, Examination Department and his entire team, Outreach Department, Mr. Sandeep Singh and his team, Mr. Raju Patel, Pariksha Bhavan and his entire team. Thanking our faculty for giving their best knowledge in shaping our students and guiding them at every step of the journey. I congratulate the batch of 2021 for the achievement. Thank you all for this proud moment and best wishes for your journey ahead. Our gratitude to our dear guests, parents, siblings for joining us and helping us share our achievements and happiness. Last but not the least, thanks to all my dear colleagues, supporting staffs, hotel management for organizing this event and making this evening a memorable and a successful one. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Time flew away like seconds in such a wonderful ceremony. We are almost at the end, and I would request His Excellency Professor Lokanath MK to declare the graduation meet closed.
Graduation is closed.
Thank you, sir, for your hearty gesture. Now I request you all to raise and join together for national anthem. Thank you all, and I request you all to be kindly seated. Now I call upon all the students to join us for the group photo.
Yashika. Nikhil, 14 से डिग्री लेना 14 डिग्री अरे त्याच्यामध्ये काय आहे माझं सर्टिफिकेट ढक्कन कुठे गिव मी ना गिव अरे तो टूटा हुआ है उसका और एक ढक्कन
So it will get step one.
Your knee down. All one is good. Knee down.
Okay. Bye.
I request all the students to go back to their respective seats. Lastly, I request you all to stand as the dignitaries march out of the ceremony hall. I request you all to be seated. Thank you all for being a part of the ceremony and sharing happiness with us. Congratulations and good luck for the graduates. As the refreshments are served, I request you all to join the snacks followed by dinner. Have a pleasant time, good night, and good luck. Thank you. And I request all the students to go back your gown.
Take photographs, please hand it over. The housekeeping staff there without.
Wait, hi. Wait. See this? कितने सब लोगों ने comment किया. You should be live streaming. You have to stop, right? Go from there. It is end stream. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you. Sir, say bye. Live streaming. Say bye. Say thank you. Bye. Bye.
Live streaming. Wait. Okay.
Oh, shh.